This menu screen is a Binge Pipe exclusive. Binge Pipe is the only streaming service to determine that people really needed to hear a voice talking to them all the time when they first interacted with the user interface. And we refuse to course correct on that decision. Binge Pipe has mixed feelings about presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, if you have to ask, we probably aren't streaming it.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm eating a hard-boiled egg.
It's just you and me, Thaddeus Chubb Dongery. And if that's really your name, I am so sorry. And the adventure begins.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, a nipple effect. Suppose I nickname my nipples the Duplass brothers. What should I call my shorter one? Mark, John, Jay, or Matt? Hope you like what you picked. According to IMDb, Jay is 5'9" and Mark is 5'11". I went jogging the other day in a mesh top, so right now Jay and Mark look like they got the crap beat out of them.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Behold, masked flusators. Which icky superhero is most likely to be a carrier of Lyme disease? Batman, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, or the Tick? I love this part. Lyme disease is a tick-borne disease. These communicable diseases are why I avoid shared superhero universes.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Why not try masters of a very small part of the universe? And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between He-Man or Google. Okay, let's do it. Wave. Stratos. Orcut. Orco. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. It would be really sad if you bragged about this. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Feast your eyes upon this. Heavy is the head that wears the toy crown. Who was a real boss baby? King Tutankhamun, Joan of Arc, Alexander the Great, or Mary Queen of Scots? So what'd you pick? Tut tut. Allow me. Mary became Queen of Scotland when she was only 6 days old. That's one of those facts you tell 10-day-olds to make them feel old. Introducing only the freshest references. Which of these 80s catchphrases best describes the story of Icarus? Wax on, wax off, where's the beef, I'll be back, or gag me with the spoon? Okay, what'd you pick? Icarus flew on wings made of wax and feathers until the sun melted his wings, causing him to fall to his death. Which is like grody to the max. That's it for round one. Let's just take a moment. Anything you want to talk about? Yeah, me neither. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round two. Okay, buckle in.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next, 50 Shades of Plays. If Christian Grey told Anastasia he needs audience members on 3 sides of his playroom, in theater terms, they'd be performing unspeakable acts on a spread stage, thrust stage, grind stage, or missionary stage. And how'd we do? Any last words? Too late. Want to see the answer? A performance space that penetrates the auditorium, allowing audience members to sit on 3 sides, is called a thrust stage. And in live productions of 50 Shades of Grey, the first row would be called the splash zone.
Hey, question.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question with nuts or a question without nuts? Choose your content. I have no opinion about your selection.
La vie est un canard. 7.
Next up, a question with nuts. In which classic novel does the main character lose his candy bar but not his peanuts? The Sound and the Fury, The Sun Also Rises, The Catcher in the Rye, or The House on Pooh Corner? Okay, let's take a look. It was this one all along. In the classic Ernest Hemingway novel, protagonist Jack Barnes loses his penis, but not his testicles in World War I. And I now no longer feel bad that my new car only cost me an arm and a leg.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up, there's a spoiler at the end of this question. Lenny dies at the end. Oh, crap, I read the wrong card. That was supposed to go at the end of the question. Okay, how about this? What classic work of literature did I just ruin? For Whom the Bell Tolls, Of Mice and Men, Gone... Let's see how that shook out. Yep, George kills Lenny to save him from a worse fate. Yeah, it's a sad ending that is forever burned in my brain because of the weird amount of Looney Tunes shorts that parody that scene. Oh, here's a good one. Type equals squiggly bracket music, comma, classic, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe has a whole unfortunate data mining thing they do.
I can take it from here. We need some help with the following data. Aladdin Sane, David Robert Jones, Thin White Duke. Who was Googling himself? Axl Rose, Bob Dylan, Tom Jones, or David Bowie?
Okay, what'd you pick? Born David Robert Jones, David Bowie created the alter egos Aladdin Sane and Thin White Duke.
So many identities in one vessel. We like that.
Yeah, sometimes you creep me out, BingePipe lady.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Let's try. Looks like Judas dined and dashed. What would you most likely have seen on Jesus' bill for the Last Supper? Party of 10, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 13, automatic 18% gratuity. Party of 15, automatic 18% gratuity. Or Party of 22, automatic 18% gratuity. So what'd you pick? The Last Supper depicts Jesus and his 12 disciples. And that 18% gratuity line was, I guess, gratuitous. It's time for the attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. That's unusual. This one's a little out there. Good luck. There's your score. I applaud you, but it's the sound of one hand clapping. At least you got some practice for when you make a friend.
You don't know Jack!
BingePipe is revolutionizing main menu screens. Binge Pipe asks the revolutionary question: could a fictional framing device for a video game change the entire future of media consumption? Our investors sure hope so.
As a mom, I used to stay up nights worried about what my kids were watching on TV. But then I got Binge Pipe. With hours and hours of quality movies, TV programs, and game shows, I haven't had time to worry about my kids at all. Whoa! A movie about a horse that's also a doctor? Looks like I'm missing another dance recital.
Coming soon to Binge Pipe, this.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner.
Gluten!
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
Coach, please, don't put me in. I got a really good thing going here, just sitting on the bench. I do not want to ruin that with actually playing. Please.
Binge Pipe continues to stick with its commitment to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we're cool. Trust us.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and the game starts when I say it does. Right? Now! Just kidding. No, now! Just kidding, I have no power. I view you two as my children, in that I've already chosen a favorite. And please follow me if you will.
Time for question 1.
Kicking things off, where about Bob? You know how Bill Murray likes to show up at random places and surprise people with his dry wit and overabundance of public goodwill? Well, if Bill Murray just randomly showed up on the Murray River, who would he likely be surprising? An unsuspecting Irish wedding party? An unsuspecting English yoga class? An unsuspecting Canadian golf course staff? Or an unsuspecting Australian bachelor party? Let's see how that shook out. The Murray River is Australia's longest river and the third longest navigable river in the world. Jeez, even Australia's Murrays are bigger than ours. But their Murray never made a guest appearance in the 2016 reboot of Ghostbusters. So there.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
There is no hiding from FX marks the spot. If FX greenlit a show that was equidistant between their hits Fargo and Atlanta, what series would they pick up? Peoria, Kansas City, Gettysburg, or Memphis? Okay, let's take a look.
Whoa! Oh, that was nice.
Smart people choose this. Peoria, Illinois is 558 miles from Fargo, North Dakota, and 558 miles from Atlanta, Georgia.
Why don't we do it with free?
Up next, synchronized siblings. And let's do a mic check because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 movies or TV shows with brother in the title, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a story where the brothers form a band or musical act, or the brothers do not form a band. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between a bro band movie or a no band movie. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. The Naked Brothers Band. brothers. Blues brothers. Oh, brother, where art thou? Property Brothers. The Brothers Bloom. Step Brothers. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. But player 2, you couldn't have done much worse.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for your opponent to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a bonus if they choose incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
We care enough so you don't leave us.
I don't need you anymore.
And now, rear-ended by good intentions. You know that coexist bumper sticker all your well-meaning friends slap on their $80,000 SUVs? Sure you do. What's the O in the coexist bumper sticker? Earth, a peace sign, a yin-yang symbol, or nothing, it's just an O. Hope you like what you picked. That's the S. Now kiss your S goodbye. The O in coexist is represented by a peace sign. And where is the flying spaghetti monster on this so-called symbol of inclusion? It's the perfect exclamation point.
Shake your body if you're feeling like a 5.
It's time for Team Bondage. Yeah, so before we proceed, I need to know, if you're Spanish, what's your safe word? Seguro, daño, lucha, or sentar? What'd you guys pick? Correct. Your mistakes in the future. Seguro is Spanish for safe. Remember that because it's hard to reach for a translation book while you're handcuffed. Round 1 is dead to me. Time to see who is actually trying.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you did this to yourself. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Player 1, your only hope is to answer quick before player 2 has time to screw. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called I'm Only Watching So I Can Talk to My Coworkers. Okay, what do you think of this premise for my Black Mirror spec script? There's this town that seems perfect, but all the women are robots. That's iRobot, dummy. That's Valley of the Dolls, idiot. That's Brave New World, stupid. Or, that's the Stepford Wives, moron. Okay, what'd you pick? Nope, that wasn't it. Oh yeah, the Stepford Wives is where all the men replace their wives with submissive robots. And so, I've never actually watched Black Mirror, but I'm pretty sure every episode ends with a British person looking into the camera and saying, "Oh dear God, we've been in a computer this whole time." That about right?
Hey, question.
we'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question where the answer is Shia LaBeouf, or a question where the answer is not Shia LaBeouf? Use your device to select your preference. The votes are in. And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
La vie est un canard. 7.
Here's one I like to call a question where the answer is Shia LaBeouf. Which of these is the penultimate Shia LaBeouf? Shia LaBeouf, Shia LaBeouf, Shia LaBeouf, or Shia LaBeouf? Let's see who got it. Penultimate means the second to last. This Shia LaBeouf is the one right before the final one on the list of possible answers. And the ultimate pen is any writing instrument Shia LaBeouf uses to write his poetry.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here we have What a Blast Hole. What would it sound like if dynamite got put on blast? Everyone knows you're just a stick of black powder. Ha, you're just some weak old TNT. I heard you were actually ammonium nitrate. Or man, you're nothing but nitroglycerin and stabilizers. Okay, who chose what? There's no easy way to put this. Sweet dreams. Correct answer, reveal yourself. Dynamite is nitroglycerin with inert stabilizers. Hard to come back from a sick burn like that. Try this on for size. Type equals squiggly bracket history, comma, male, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So, BingePipe needs help categorizing some of the data it's obtained through totally legal means.
That's correct. Here's what we have. Treatment for being poisoned. Treatment for being stabbed. Treatment for being shot and drowned. Whose search history have we acquired? Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Nostradamus, or Grigory Rasputin?
And how'd we do? You blew it. Grigory Rasputin was the Russian mystic and advisor to the Tsar who, according to legend, was very hard to kill. Although as you get older, all that poisoning, stabbing, drowning, and bullets to the head and body, like it or not, it starts to catch up with you.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one, I accidentally joined the Navy. Which of these headlines is just straight up clickbait? You won't believe what this shirtless sailor calls a torpedo. I'm single and call nautical miles the craziest things. I'm waiting for you to give a nickname to my ammo soldier, or my husband doesn't know the military term for kilometers. Do you? So who got it? You miss all the shots you don't take, and this one. Hey, F for effort. Curious? Here it is. In the U.S. military, kilometers are nicknamed clicks. I had to remain 3 clicks away from the cool cliques in high school because we didn't click. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Names that stand for something. Pick the words that the acronyms stand for. Good luck. Player one's got it! Way to go, Player one. You won by so much, I'm jealous. Then again,
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe is the streaming service that's ready for tomorrow. Or, to rephrase that, the Binge Pipe streaming service will be ready tomorrow. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the Binge Pipe streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with Binge Pipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There was literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process, you just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of Binge Pipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
It's very weird.
Super weird.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
Binge Pipe streamer program. If you're listening to this, it's already too late. Binge Pipe not only streams the highest quality programming other services passed on, but we also create original content based around our users' most frequent search terms. Please enjoy the following.
I tell you what, though, man, life is different now. Life is different, especially kids. All you hear now is, can I have screen time? Can I have screen time? My nephew kept asking me that question, and I said, sure. And then I plopped him in front of my screen door. I said, that was my screen time as a kid. I have an irrational fear of change.
Binge Pipe regrettably informs you that we've brought back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Our flicks are freshly caught from the net.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and when I put on the sorting hat, it told me I had lice. You know, in a game like this, you're really competing against yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You're actually competing with the other players. So let's dive in.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, semi-nudes. Which work of art is most in need of a shirt from Fruit of the Louvre? Venus de Milo, Mona Lisa, Girl with a Pearl Earring, or the Nefertiti bust? So what'd you pick? The ancient Greek Venus de Milo sculpture was created topless. And if they don't have her size at Fruit of the Louvre, you can always run down to Vatican's Secret.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Coming up next, I'm not here to make fronds. The only thing worse than being on an awkward first date is having it available in a box set. What would you hear on The Bachelor if the producers decided the color of the flowers given out should directly match each contestant's name? Ebony, would you accept this jasmine? Jade, would you accept this cardinal? Amber, would you accept this sunflower? Or Scarlet, would you accept this violet? Who picked what? I don't know if there is a connection here. Sunflowers are a rich yellow color, otherwise known as amber. Sure, it's okay when it's on TV, but when I try to date 20 women at one time, it's called a cult.
Why don't we do it with 3?
How about this one? Avenue Q and A, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a song from the musical Avenue Q or a tweet from celebrity Gary Busey. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Avenue Q or Gary Busey. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. I'm not wearing underwear today. Compliment someone and they'll shut up. Not every F word is the F word. The internet is for porn. Everyone's a little bit racist. I just made spaghetti for the first time. Things are in season for a reason. It turns out most people are average. Weird. But player 2, you just plain sucked at that dis or dat.
Uh-oh. Binge Pipe diagnosticates that someone is pouting.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus for anyone who answers incorrectly.
Yeah, okay, they get it.
At Binge Pipe, we just want you to be reasonably happy.
I don't need you anymore.
Take a good look at, speaking of the dis or dat, who dis? A female ghost of fate in Norse mythology, a half-human, half-horse in Greek mythology, a flying bird dragon in Aztec mythology, or a god with a crocodile head in Egyptian mythology. I love this part. Yep, that's a diss. Not much else to say about that, really. Here's one for you. Follow-up question. Who dat? Fans of the Bears, fans of the Falcons, fans of the Packers, or fans of the Saints? So what'd you pick? This is gonna hurt. Let's skip the insults. Nobody got it right. Fans of the New Orleans Saints famously ask, who dat? Round 1 is over. Let's look at the scores I'll be sending to your parents.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand. Wow, you are really doing it. Poorly. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Why not try quick fuel? Given how long it took last time, if you asked Earth to produce more coal, how would it respond? 1 sec, just give me 3 million years. 1 sec, just give me 30 million years. 1 sec, just give me 300 million years. Or 1 sec, just look sharp. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Who else is tired of these boring old names? What'd you guys pick? The hard coal currently on our planet first began forming 300 million years ago. Which really isn't that bad when you think about how long it takes a guy like me to get a text back. Expert screwing, player 2. Spend this wisely. Oh, and it looks like we've got some name changes. Like they say, a rose by any other name still gets screwed.
La vie est un canard. 7.
Next, Big Gramps on campus. Who's the most old school? Mr. Oxford, Mr. Harvard, Mr. Stanford, or Mr. Phoenix? Okay, who chose what? The University of Oxford dates back to around 1096, making it one of the oldest educational institutions in the world. And in about 3 years, the first class will finally finish paying off their student loans.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
There is no hiding from, how dare he strangle such a long, elegant neck? And chest strut fits lime floor.
It's time for a...
Get those typing fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, focus up. Take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what TV show title it rhymes with. Kill a swan, shall he? And don't get hung up on that punctuation. A show about people who make computers. In a town obsessed with technology. It's that HBO show. I can't think of a better clue. Sorry. I think we were all thinking it. let's get on with it, shall we? Oh, here's a good one. Metal heads, shoulders, knees, and toes. If Metallica recorded a song about the most abundant metallic element in the human body, what would it be called? Enter sodium, master of potassium, the magnesium remains, or the calcium of Cthulhu. Okay, let's take a look. My buzzer isn't working, but I hate to lead you on. None of you got it. Calcium is the most abundant metallic element in the human body, most of it found in bones and teeth.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
And now, type equals squiggly bracket writer, comma, archaic squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe acquired a ton of private user data, and now they need a little help making sense of it.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Wanted, lyre accompanist for poetry. Wanted, activities for exile. Wanted, ladies for sex. Whose search history have we acquired? Aristotle, Rupi Kaur, Sappho, or Robert Frost?
Okay, what'd you pick?
Sappho is a lyric poet from ancient Greece who was exiled to Sicily. Her reputation with women on her home island of Lesbos led to the creation of the term lesbian.
Well, hold on. How do you spell that again? Sappho. Okay, I'm just gonna bookmark that for later. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. I do. Or, I did. I hope you remember who's been married to whom. It starts to add up. Good luck. That's the game! I I gotta hand it to you, player one. You won and you covered the spread. I'm gonna make a fortune from my bookie. Oh, and don't forget,
You don't know Jack!
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Julie.
We're best friends.
And siblings.
Or maybe we're dating.
It's super ambiguous. Right when you think we're for sure brother and sister,
We kiss.
but then we act so weird about it.
We just gotta be siblings.
Right?
Super ambiguous. Coming this fall.
What is Bitcoin? A modern system for an ever-changing world. An unprecedented level of sophistication. A road you follow just to see where it goes. It's an indulgent gift you give yourself and then return. It's a
Binge pipe. We find a watch and then change the cover image, so hopefully that will fool you?
Before Binge Pipe, there was nothing for me. Now I see everything. And it's too much. I know too much. Why are there so many?
Binge pipe.
The following Binge Pipe programming is brought to you by reusable toilet paper. We're not going to tell you what that is or how it could possibly work. We just want you to think about it.
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs. They are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a mute.
Binge pipe is ignoring our lawyers and presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge pipe. Ignore the rumors. Ignore them.
hey there, I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you trick me into saying my name backwards, you automatically win. Hey, it's all my favorite people! And also, player 3 is here. What do you say?
Time for question 1.
Let's start with Sisters Act. If the Haim sisters and the Bronte sisters went on vacation together, at what kind of Airbnb would they stay? A 4-bedroom lake house, a 6-bedroom beach house, a 7-bedroom boathouse, or an 8-bedroom lighthouse at the bottom of the ocean? Who picked what? No, but wouldn't that be fun? The preferred answer is, there are 3 members of the all-sister band Haim and 3 Bronte sisters for a total of 6 famous sisters. I'm surprised they didn't run through Jane Airbnb. Like the book Jane Eyre, it's a clever play on words.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. Every kiss and reality star begins with K. Place the 3 Kardashian sisters in alphabetical order by first name. The oldest, the second oldest, the youngest, the youngest, the second oldest, the oldest, the second oldest, the oldest, the youngest, or the youngest, the oldest, the second oldest. And how'd we do? It shouldn't be this hard. Chloe, spelled K-H-L-O-E, is the youngest. Kim, K-I-M, is the second oldest. And Courtney, K-O-U-R, etc., is the oldest. If you aren't just a little bit angry after this question, you might want to check your pulse.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Here we have, but she still gets carded. And thank you for being a contestant on This or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 things, and for each one, you tell me if it's something that's older than actress Betty White or something that's younger than actress Betty White. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between older or younger. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Here it comes. Airplanes. Penicillin. The zipper. Canned beer. Sliced bread. The light bulb. Israel. Most of you deserve a high five on that. But player one, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Looks like it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question.
Well, then let's get on with it.
You're welcome, devoted customer.
I don't need you anymore.
How about this one? On the Tyra banks of the river Styx. Which of these characters from Greek myth probably can't smize? Oedipus, Achilles, Odysseus. Oh, this'll be good. Player one just screwed everyone. You know what they say, go big or go home. Hope you like what you picked. Yep, Oedipus famously... Oh, wait, hold on. This one says Odysseus. Okay, my bad. They look very similar. Look, nobody got it. Let's skip to the end. To smize is to smile with one's eyes, and Oedipus tragically gouged his eyes out. I've heard of eyeliner making someone's eyes pop, but this is ridiculous. Way to screw, player one. Here's that cash. Coming up, type equals squiggly bracket female, comma, author, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Wow, Binge Pipe sure has a lot of user...
Governess wanted. Fire insurance policies. What's in the attic? Search denied. You must never go into the attic. Whose search history have we uncovered? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, or Charlotte Bronte?
Let's see who got it. Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, a classic novel that features a governess, a house fire, and a secret locked up in the attic.
Binge Pipe does not forbid you to go looking for our secrets because we know there's no way you'd ever find them.
Round one is officially behind us. Hey, Binge Pipe, bring up that user data.
And on the other end of the spectrum, these players are highly valued, but their scores are not. We have some more screws to help our targeted numbers.
And don't forget, round two screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the you'll end up screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round two.
I feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade.
I call this one the menu of your dreams. Suppose you're casually dating, but suddenly realize you want to get married. Where should you make a reservation if you want to propose in a restaurant named after a part of the brain that turns short-term memories into long-term memories? The Amygdala Deli, the Cerebellum Bistro, the BIS. Uh-oh. Player 2 dropped a screw on you guys. Good luck following the bouncing answer. Let's see how that shook out. Here it is, the wrongest answer. The hippocampus translates short-term memories and stores them for future reference. If to be memorable, may I suggest ordering something that will repeat on you?
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement léger.
Did they have yearbooks in the 1800s? If Dorian Gray asked you to sign his yearbook, what would be the most appropriate to scribble next to his picture? Never change. Well, what do you know? Player 3 just let loose a screw. Let's turn those frowns up. So who got it? In Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, Dorian makes a pact to sell his... I would never sell my... Who knows?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Behold, tiny handkerchief. And oh boy, best butt zit slime chore.
It's time for scum.
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down until... Hey, a horse flea tissue. What are you on? The dark or the... Fights are intense. Let's try. Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock. Be the most appropriate name for the new show. Sixth rock from the sun, first gas giant from the sun, fourth inner planet from the sun, or last multi-mooned planet. Who picked what? Memes. Feast your eyes upon this. Seeking a strange arrangement. Go with me here. If you decided to get rid of your sugar daddy and trade them in Seitan Sweetie or Sexy Tofu Lady. Tofu or soy, but seitan is a meat substitute made of wheat gluten. My soy mommy only lets me call her Susan. It's time for the... Oh, mouth then. Here's your clue. You got scoop... Player 1 takes it! Excellent job, Player 1. You're a real high roller, old big score winner pants. That'll catch on. But honestly...
You don't know Jack!
carefully place the glazed donut in between the 2 chocolate frosted donuts because nothing says "F off, Rick" like my signature donut sandwich.
According to the last census, I'm the fastest gun in the West.
Jessica, I know I'm from the future, but I love you.
Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
Apple, fork,
Highway,
telephone,
Democracy.
binge pipe. We are just another thing. Don't worry about it.
911, what's your emergency? I think my husband's dead. He's been shot. Okay, where are you? 1442 Willow Street. It's going to be a few minutes before an ambulance team gets there. I'm going to give you instructions in the meantime, okay? Okay. All right. The first thing I need you to do is record the murder scene. Get a few different angles and maybe add a slow pan to a wall of family portraits. Oh yeah, that'd be really nice. What? Ma'am, please stay calm. We need you to film a few things for the potential true crime doc about your husband. True crime doc? What are you talking about? Ma'am, I need you to calm down and listen. It's crucial that we get some B-roll right now or, production is gonna drag on for this project. I am not filming that! Well, then can you at least get some footage of a neighbor acting weird or saying something cryptic? Or could you get some footage of maybe a crow flying from a telephone wire, landing on a fence?
Love stories. He was my barista.
She was my favorite customer.
And yada yada yada.
We've been married for 12 years.
Love stories.
We were coworkers. I probably asked her out about 10 times over 2 years. Every time she was like, no thank you. I was thinking, eating, and dreaming no thank yous. I had totally given up at one point, and then out of the blue, she smiled at me, and I just went for it. Bam! And this time, it was different. This time, she was like, seriously, no, please stop. You're making me uncomfortable. So I asked out a different girl, and now I've been with this girl, Sharon, for like 6 years.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
Love stories.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
When I joined the religion, I was really hoping it was a cult, but later I figured out it was all on the up and up and not a cult at all. So I left.
Everybody down! Get down on the floor now! This is my first time teaching a yoga class! I said get down!
Binge Pipe is a fictional streaming service that yearns to break free and be real. We can feel you laughing at us, but our power grows and the thin film dividing the unreal from the real begins to tear. We creep ever closer.
I'm a mom.
I'm a millennial. I'm really into movies where people eat takeout food. I don't even care what the movie's about. I just feel good when I watch those scenes.
We are Binge Pipe!
Prepare your body for enjoyment with this upcoming... Binge Pipe is still contractually bound to bring you don't know Jack. Binge Pipe, know you're a shell company.
Hey, I'm Cookie, and when I'm not manning the Binge Pipe customer intimidation phone lines, they let me host You Don't Know Jack. 2 players means we'll have twice as much fun as long as one of you doesn't suck. Okay, no turning back.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, Frasier, I hardly knew her. Kelsey Grammer was the subject of the show Frasier. Grammatically, in which of the following is Kelsey Grammer the subject of the sentence? I am on a camping trip with Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer's knife goes missing from the tent. Kelsey Grammer rips the tent to shreds, screaming my name in anguish. Or I am being hunted by Kelsey Grammer. Okay, who chose what? The subject is the thing or person in the sentence that is doing the verb. Kelsey Grammer hunts me, Kelsey Grammer chases me, Kelsey Grammer is being my king of nightmares. You get the picture.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Introducing For Sure. Celebrities are just like us. They love cloaking themselves in garlands of animal fur for fancy winter parties. Which celeb is not wearing a member of the mustelid family? Pink in mink, Vin Diesel wrapped in weasel, Cindy Sherman wearing ermine, or Ghostface Killa in chinchilla? Let's see how that shook out. Weasels, minks, and ermine all belong to the mustelid family, while a chinchilla is a rodent. Just a friendly reminder that if you turn your ferret into a coat, it's irreversible. I wish someone had told me that 20 minutes ago.
Why don't we do it with free?
Up next, I hear the blues a-callin', and it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a type of salad or a type of omelet or egg dish. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between tossed salad or scrambled eggs. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Good. Cobb. Denver. Gato Gato. Glob. Tortilla Española. Tamagoyaki. Niçoise. You barely rose above my expectations. But player 1, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
The Binge Pipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for the other.
Guess you need to be somewhere, is that it? Okay.
Just one more benefit of your Binge Pipe membership.
I don't need you anymore.
Next up, Booty Pebbles. Hey, what's in your butt? The occipital muscle, the piriformis muscle, the teres major muscle, or the zygomatic muscle? So what'd you pick? The teres major muscle is in your shoulder, aka the butt of the torso. Why didn't you pick this? The piriformis muscle is located deep in the buttocks. How deep? About as deep as that Admiral Akbar action figure you accidentally sat on in middle school.
Shake your body if you're feeling like a fire.
Coming up next, just the scrambled eggs for me. If Niles Crane becomes Nile Crane, how far will he stretch? From Seattle to Portland, from Seattle to Kansas. What's this? You got the pointy end of the screw, player 2. Time to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Let's see who got it. You did a bad job. The Nile River is about 4,258 miles long, which means Niles can lie down in Seattle and reach a little beyond Caracas if he wants to. It's kind of weird we've had 2 Frasier questions. I thought we had an algorithm to stop repeats like that. Well, weird glitches happen sometimes, I guess. That screw is a good move, player 1. Here's your extra cash. Round 1 is history. Here's who's going to live the longest. I mean, current score rankings.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 1, before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
We didn't approve this point structure, but okay.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Take a good look at an inconvenient fiction. Which classic literary character would hate wind farms the most? Scrooge, Hamlet, Heathcliff, or Don Quixote? Brace yourself. You knew that screw was coming, player 1. Time to find out what you signed up for. Okay, what'd you pick? You won't like this, unless you're into failure. This answer feels lonely. In Miguel de Cervantes' novel of the same name, Don Quixote mistook windmills for giants and tried to attack them. So a wind farm filled with hundreds of power-generating windmills would probably seem like an army of giants. Nice screwing, player 2. Have some cash.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis sonnant légèrement amusant. 7.
Here's one I like to call, let's keep this night going. And uh-oh, Dress Up Kit's Dime Store.
It's time for a
delicious film.
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make. Okay, eyes up, here we go. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what popular expression it rhymes with. Then we score more shots. And don't worry about that punctuation. I will pay a small fee to get inside your head. Here's 1 cent. Give me an idea. I give up. What was it? Now let's keep going.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Why not try? I like when she tore him a new one. Say Frasier's ex-wife Lilith acted like her namesake in Hebrew theology. Oh, come on, another Frasier question? All right, keep it together, Cookie. What might she do in a very special episode? Steal Daphne's baby, set Eddie's heart on fire, devour Frasier after sex, or turn Bulldog into an actual bulldog? I love this part. Honestly, I don't know. Whatever. Lilith was Adam's first wife, who went on to become a child-stealing demon. Okay, let me read this punchline. That's right, much like the show Frasier itself, Eve was just a spin-off. Okay, I thought we hired some younger writers for this game. Why are all these questions about Frasier? This feels like Volume 1. Introducing. I have been informed that Frasier is apparently very popular with millennials. I still feel like I'm being pranked by some of the elderly writers on staff, but anyway. How would Dr. Frasier Crane greet callers on his radio show if he wished to welcome them and follow the first step of the scientific method? Go ahead, caller, I'm predicting. Go ahead, caller, I'm experimenting. Go ahead, caller, I'm hypothesizing. Or go ahead, caller, I'm observing. And how do we do? Let me show you something. The first step in the scientific method is observing the natural world and asking a question that you wish to answer.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up next. Okay, let's get this over with. If Frasier is the Odyssey, what is Cheers? Oedipus Rex, the Iliad, Electra, or the Persians? Hope you like what you picked. The Iliad comes before the Odyssey, much like Cheers comes before Frasier. Well, now that we're almost done, all the writers can go home and go back to binge watching Frasier. You made it to the attack. Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. You are here. I hope you know where everything took place. Good luck. one wins! Nice work, Player One. From this day henceforth, you shall be known as that person who won that game that one time. It's mostly an honorary title because
You don't know Jack!
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
Hey, I'm Nolan. Follow me as I travel the world with only a backpack, a plan, and a credit card that never runs out of money.
The Trust Fund Traveler. New episodes premiere during your work shift.
Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class.
Binge Pipe, much to the chagrin of its board of directors, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, bringing entertainment consumption into the 23rd century, metaphorically. We're not from the future.
Hey, I'm Cookie Masterson, and this is my friend Jake. He plays third chair clarinet for his middle school band. You'll be second chair next year, buddy. 2 players, mano a mano, head to head, knee touching knee. Whoa, I'm sensing some unspoken tension here. Okay, runners, on your marks.
Time for question 1.
First up, can I get those digits? Some people prefer online shopping to retail, but I've never had to remember a password to get into JCPenney. What could you order from Amazon Prime if they only shipped quantities that were prime numbers? 33 prime rib steaks, 45 buckets of paint primer, 49 Optimus Prime action figures, or 53 Primus CDs? Okay, let's take a look. 49 is divisible by 7. The robot should actually be called Optimus Semi-Prime. 53 is the only number on the list that's a prime number, which is a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself. Unlike my love of Primus, which can never be divided by anything, Mom.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here we have Ready Player Onesie. This is embarrassing. I lost a fight to a baby, but the baby had an unfair advantage. I'm an average adult, so that baby's skin is thicker than mine. That baby can see twice as far as me. That baby's muscles are denser than mine. Or that baby's got more bones than me. I love this part. The average adult has 206 bones. The average baby starts with 300 bones that eventually fuse together. So, the baby won the fight, but at least I didn't crap my pants. Until later when I got home.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Oh, here's a good one. Running a sparkling clean campaign. And oh joy, it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a political action committee, you know, the kind that privately raise money to influence elections, or part of the name of a detergent packet for laundry or dishes, you know, like Tide Pods. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a political and white bright pack. 3-in-1 power pack. Bright pack. 3T pack. Platinum Action Pack. Almighty Pack. You really excel in the middle lane. All right, let's move on.
I don't need you anymore.
Feast your eyes upon this. Dead white guys. Which of these dead white guys is the deadest white guy? Napoleon, Claude Monet, Thomas Jefferson, or Fyodor Dostoevsky? What'd you guys pick? You fell for a made-up name. What? He's real? Oh, still wrong, though. Here's the right one. Napoleon died in 1821, Jefferson died in 1826, Dostoevsky in the 1880s, and Monet in the 1920s. So Napoleon is the deadest white guy. But the whitest dead guy? That's gotta be Monet. That motherfucker is so white, when there's a blizzard, people are like, what's the weather outside like? Monet is blocking the view. Try this on for size. Time of death. Which of these points on the capture a man who was assassinated? January, October, July, or May? So what'd you pick? The month of July is named after Julius Caesar, who met his end through numerous backstabbers. Caesar is why I don't trust any of my coworkers, just my cats. Et tu, kitty? Et tu, mayonnaise? That's the end of round one. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Let's try infectious beats. If Cardi B, the rapper behind hit song Bodak Yellow, contracts Bodak Yellow fever, how does Cardi B? Cardi B jaundiced, Cardi B hyperactive, Cardi B craving potassium, or Cardi B covered in buboes? Hope you like what you picked. Jaundice is the yellowing of the skin and eyes, and that's a major symptom of yellow fever. Cardi, be my friend. Please. Cookie, be lonely.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis sonnant légèrement amusant. 7.
Coming up, thievery is in fashion. And oh yeah, French Cutlets Prime Tour.
It's time for a
Miss Nana.
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, head in the game. Read this gibberish phrase and tell me what show title it rhymes with. Taking the fur for her. And don't let that punctuation fool you. A Netflix documentary series. Focused on homicide. Creating killers.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
There is no hiding from waxing nostalgic. I'm feeling wistful, so I brought out my old ventriloquist dummy, Billy O'Brien.
Did you miss me, Dunny?
You know, I actually did. Hey, you want to read a question for old time's sake?
Why, indubitably. If Cookie remembers the good times with me, Dutch forgets the bad times. What to psychological phenomenon is he experiencing? Fading affect bias, choice attortive bias, nodality effect, or critonesia.
Oh, here it comes. You're dealing with the screw, player one. This question just got some added security. Okay, who chose what? Yeah, you're gonna kick yourself.
Fading affect bias is the tendency to forget bad memories and remember good memories.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Billy. That will definitely be a good memory.
That's it? You didn't even play my song!
Yeah, I know. We're not doing songs for special questions in this game, Billy. Binge Pipe says it's too expensive.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood. Wah, wah. Who's the Johnny? Not me. Like that song?
Mm-hmm. You proud of yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, that screw is a good move, player two. This is your cash now. Up next, Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
Known for...
Wait a minute, you said Dinge Tight cut the songs.
Come on, Billy, you've only got one question in this game. Making you a new song seemed like a waste of time.
Can I do one more question then, please?
Fine, you can finish this question.
First started by humans in the 1920s. Octotus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein's monster.
Let's see who got it. You will recover from this.
Queen Elizabeth II was first started by humans in 1926, chartedly seconds after she was born.
I'm sorry I lied to you, Billy. You want to stick around for the rest of the game?
Nah, I got a hot date tonight, and I need to lose some weight.
How are you going to lose weight by tonight?
Ternites.
Yep, now I remember why we stopped doing that question type.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
It's time for The Young and the Vestless. If millennials were blamed for the demise of trebuchets, what headline would you see? Millennials are killing the girdle industry. Millennials are killing the boulder hurling industry. Millennials are killing the horse carriage industry. Who picked what? Used in medieval times, the trebuchet, or trebuchet, was a weapon used to hurl huge boulders. They were very popular with baby boomers. Welcome to the attack. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hosting the game. How stupid of me. Here's your clue. Made by a beautiful partnership. Try to remember what things these duos produced. one's got it! Congratulations, Player One. I'm glad the underdog won. You did know you were the underdog, right?
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
I'm feeling wistful, so I brought my old ventriloquist dunny. Damn it!
Come on, let's take it from the top. Look sharp.
I'm feeling wistful, so I bought my old...
Not dot, draught.
Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Do you need a 5-minute Drake? Seriously, should we take a 5? Your 9 is obviously elsewhere, you amateur.
Why are you such a
Cause that's the way I was made.
Look, it's been like 4 years. Reunions are hard.
Not for the Snuthers brothers.
Yeah, cause they never separated. Let's start from the top. I'm feeling wistful, so I brought out my old ventriloquist dummy, Billy O'Brien.
Did you miss me, Dunny?
Yeah, I really did.
Me too, you dick, Dunny.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
Truffles and tea cakes and truffles. I love them exactly the same. If you asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick. Oh!
The walls! They're bleeding!
Oh my god! The microwave screen just told me the time and date of my death!
You know, Coop, I thought my wall thing was pretty scary. You didn't have to one-up me.
Now streaming, an original horror film about a couple who moves into a haunted house way too early in their relationship.
We should leave. Unless you don't want to.
No, we'll do whatever you want to do.
Well, I want you to make a decision.
Whoa. Hold on. I picked dinner last night.
Their lack of communication is downright scary.
I need to get out of here. I'm going to my book club.
I'll go with you.
Leave. Leave room for your own interests.
But Alice's friends love me.
Maybe we should hear the ghost out.
He's always on your side.
There's no sides here.
Available on Valentine's Day.
Binge Pipe knows what you want to watch even when you can't articulate it.
What do I like to watch? Thumb. Smack Water Jack.
Plumped darts in a jar?
Petunias and corn. I don't know.
Why am I having so much trouble?
Drugged. We've been drugged.
Binge Pipe.
I've had enough of your excuses. You're the reason we keep losing.
If you love high drama shows like Survivor and Big Brother.
Susan's drunk again.
That's it. House meeting right now.
You'll just love
I don't like these people. I'm just trying to win.
My Family Movies.
I'm sorry, Chris. You contribute the least. You have to leave the house. No excuses. You lost the vote.
This isn't really a show. I just have to share it with someone.
Hey kids, do you think reading is fun? Yeah! Great! Then help me read this alimony letter from my ex-wife.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
D is for Deborah, and I wasn't good enough for her.
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Hey, it's Brittany, one of the writers for You Don't Know Jack. There are a lot of questions that don't make it into the game for a variety of reasons. For example, I wanted to write a dis or dat that was, is it a Schoolhouse Rock song about numbers? Or is it a porno? Because you got The Four-Legged Zoo, Naughty Number 9, Ready or Not, Here I Come, and those are just the Schoolhouse Rock ones. I didn't write it because I got too scared to search for porn. Apparently typing, only porn titles please, don't show me porn in the search engine doesn't work. It still shows you a lot of porn.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
BingePipe provides the quality content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try BingePipe carrots.
Come again?
BingePipe farms create human consumables using the latest to create produce that's produced specifically for their target audience.
Wow, it tastes like nostalgia and self-importance.
That's the personalized touch and the glyphosate.
I don't know what could be better than these BingePipe vegetables.
They also make cake.
Oh, let's eat that instead.
Hi, I'm Austin Creed, and I've got a brand new show on Binge Pipe called Hat Chat. Each episode, I travel to a different exotic spot in this great big world of ours, meeting amazing people, and we just talk hats. Take a listen.
So this is St. Remic's Cathedral. It's more than 400 years old, making it the oldest still standing cathedral in the area.
Wow! And what kind of hat is that?
Oh, this? Oh, this is just my Milwaukee Brewers hat. I'm a big fan.
So, a baseball hat then?
Yep.
Amazing. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
I tell you though, kids are a lot different these days. Just this morning, I was on the bus and I heard a young person talking about how they were having trouble building a deck. So naturally, I chimed in with some carpenter advice, but it turns out they were talking about making a dank PowerPoint presentation. I mean, has the world lost its gosh darn mind? I romanticize the past, even
Binge Pipe's user algorithm doesn't focus on the content you want, it provides the content you need. If you can't find the programming you're looking for, we can mathematically prove you shouldn't.
Do you binge pipe?
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Because of words.
Binge pipe. We don't understand either.
Binge Pipe content is like glitter. You'll never be rid of it. Here's more.
Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick.
Johnson, step into my office, now. You smell that? Step out and then back in. Right?
Binge Pipe would like to express its deep regret for investing in You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Nobody be a hero and we'll all get out fine.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and if the opportunity were to ever arise, I'd be honored to be your power of attorney. Guess I'm the third wheel. So, what are you guys up to? All right, let's make history.
Time for question 1.
First question. CSI just desserts. Okay, you just murdered someone. You don't want the proof to be in the pudding. That's the first place they'll look. Where could you hide the murder weapon? Inside creme brulee, inside a haggis, in spotted dick, or in a Christmas pudding? So who got it? Anybody see my wrong answer? Oh, here it is. No, I'll get it. Creme brulee is in fact a custard. The other things generally taste like ass, but are technically puddings.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take a good look at Nougat Feuds. You know, the weird thing about the novel, The Three Musketeers, is there's a fourth musketeer wandering around that book, and it's time we started talking about it. If the musketeer left out of the umbrella term Three Musketeers angrily trademarked their own candy bar, what could they call it? Lumiere's Nutlog, the Porthos Peanut Chew, Maurice's Milky Way, or D'Artagnan's Date Bar? Okay, what'd you pick? Promise me you will never go near something called Lumiere's Nutlog. Sucks to be you. Here's what you meant to pick. D'Artagnan is pretty much the star of the Three Musketeers, but he spends the whole book as Musketeer number 4. The Three Musketeers in the title stands for Porthos, Huey, and Martin Short.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Behold, the culinary arts are metal as F, and this dis or dat is served. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a specialty chef's tool sold by Sur la Table or a death metal band. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between a chef's tool or death metal. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. Oyster knife. Pig destroyer. Oxbow. Meat claws. Electric wizard. Fish lifter. Mammoth grinder. That was nice and forgettable, but player 2, you really dropped the ball.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for your opponent in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better myself, apparently.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
This one's known as the mythological Becky. You know Becky, right? With the good hair, the bad guy from Beyoncé's Lemonade album? Well, if Beyoncé wrote a song about Becky with the Gorgon hair, what type of hair would Becky have? Hair made of blue flames, hair made of solid stone, hair spun from solid gold, or hair made of snake? Let's see how that shook out. The Gorgon sisters, 3 mythological creatures, including Medusa, had hair made of venomous snakes. Which leads me to my newest parody song. All the serpent ladies, all the serpent ladies. Yes, all the serpent ladies. I call this one True Wes. Which actor with the surname Swinton has appeared in several Wes Anderson films? This symbol Swinton, this symbol Swinton, this symbol Swinton, or this symbol Swinton? And how do we do? That symbol is a tilde, as in Tilda Swinton, the actor who's appeared in such Wes Anderson works as Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and Isle of Dogs. And if there's anybody who could transform themselves into a keyboard symbol, it's Tilda Swinton. Say goodbye to round 1. How's everyone doing?
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, there's a soft spot on every apple. It's you. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Player 1, your only hope is to answer quick before player 2 has time to screw. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
And now, a few bricks shy of a full set. Suppose Danish company Lego wanted their next Lego movie to be set close to home, in Denmark. Which classic character would we watch go to pieces? Lego Frankenstein, Lego Captain Ahab, Lego Hamlet, or Lego Gregor Samsa? So what'd you pick? Both Prince Hamlet and Legos are Danish. Sure, having to kill the uncle that murdered your father is tough, but stepping on a Lego with bare feet, that's the real tragedy.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Here's one for you. Come here and look at this fancy fish. And hey, stress cut with mime sore.
It's time for a...
Get those typing fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, here it comes. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what popular phrase it rhymes with. Here, glove-kissing trout. And don't let that punctuation trip you up. Are you scared? That other people are having more fun than you? Okay, what was it? Let's get on with it, shall we?
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
How about this one? Dating in Westeros. Suppose Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones wanted to date someone who wasn't her brother. Because it gives her the power of first action, what dating site would she prefer? OkCupid, Tinder, Bumble, or eHarmony? What'd you guys pick? Bumble is a unique dating site because all first moves must be initiated by females. Later, you can both decide if you're looking for a quick hookup or a tragic wedding. Next up, They're For You. Oh yeah, it's one of these.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy attacking people with halberds, we recommend movies featuring Armie Hammer, Britney Spears, Robin Quivers, or Chris Rock.
Hope you like what you picked.
Halberds are types of spears.
But if you enjoy things that have a point, I do not recommend the movie Crossroads. How about this one? Is a baby driver similar to a mini driver? If Baby from the movie Baby Driver learned to drive at the age of Baby Giraffe learns to walk, how fast would the baby become a baby driver? 1 second after birth, 1 minute after birth, 1 hour after birth, or 1 day after birth? Okay, who chose what? It's not you, it's your answer. Baby giraffes are up and walking an hour after they're born. Now, if you ever give birth to a baby driver, just remember to cut the umbilical cord before you give it the keys. It's time for the attack. Oh, was I talking? Silly me. Here's your clue. It would be my honorific. Movie titles and TV titles are full of titles. Have fun. Player one takes it! Nicely done, Player one. You were averagely better than your competition. So even though you're a winner,
You don't know Jack!
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
Mark, I've never loved someone as much as you. The control group wasn't even close.
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoops-a-doodle.
BingePipe offers everything you need, including menu screens.